Hey guys, what's going on today? This is me, Dal Sue. We are back in Twilight, where I have done a shit ton of work. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta quit cursing because YouTube keeps demonetizing my fucking videos. That's right, YouTube. I'm sick of your shit. But please don't cancel my channel. Anyway, I'm falling hard for Banished again. I'm just loving this, and I've been doing a lot of work. If we just get through the wintertime, I can show you. I've pretty much done like a full-fledged village over here. Let me just show you what's new. I'm starting to lose track a little bit of what you've seen and what you haven't seen. But I did a little schoolyard here, which I'm very proud of. Looks kind of weird with the two fences right there. You would think the kids would have access from from the school to the schoolyard, but I digress. It looks pretty cool. There's like a little house next to it with a cleaning. This is where the cleaning wench lives, obviously. So yeah, there's that little area. I built a hospital on Dead Inside's advice, and then as soon as I built it, people started getting sick, and were immediately cured by the hospital. So that's great. And let's see. I think you've seen this already, the little church with the graveyard behind it. Here I added a town abode and a fuel refinery because I'm actually, I added all these little ferns in here. It looks really good, doesn't it? I'm loving this little village over here. Then I went up and I did my mine and the forge where I'm going to smelt iron ore into iron. And I decorated it with a windmill and some cranes and stuff and some rocks. So it all looks really good. And then a little storage area over here with the fences around it. Already full of iron. I need to trade some of my iron away. I think I'm already doing that. Because that's another thing I did is I went ahead and I built up here. And you can see I've worked a little bit on my key here. Looks pretty good. I went ahead and built the farm supplier, so I'm constantly getting seeds and stuff. I need to sell some of my iron, don't I, while I'm here. Let's just see how much we have. 200 iron is way too much, more than I need, so I'm going to instruct my traders to grab me some iron. Like, say, 150, 60, that's fine. And we'll be trading that away for seeds. I do want wool, but I think I'd rather just grow my own sheep than mess with that. I do need to keep an eye on food. Another thing, I'm still using this big field over here. This, by the way, is not included in the beautiful city. This is just a completely practical setup right here that I'm going to delete later, as is this right here. Completely practical farming nook, or whatever you want to call it, that is just serving a practical purpose for the time being. And this is what I'm actually doing with my fields. Now, I know, you guys, this is not the most efficient way to do this. Some of these are so small that they're not even really producing. They're producing like 100 a year. But it looks so cool, doesn't it? Doesn't this look better than this? I mean, yeah, this is all square and organized and efficient. They're all 11 by 11. They produce the maximum amount of food for one person. I understand that. I get that. But just look, this is how fields would actually probably look in real life. And by the way, I'm not done with all these fieldstone walls. I'm still working on that. But just out here on the edge of the village, these little bitty tiny mismatched sort of farms, I'm loving it, man. This looks so cool. And this little village I've been spending so much time on, and I'm probably going to keep on doing that. I also built some barns here. I've done so much because I've just been playing so much. But it's so, like I've said before, it's very grindy. I don't think you guys would really want to see it. So I'm just doing these episodes like every hour of playtime and recording one. I added like some boxes here to make it look, some bamboo. I added this tree here. By the way, I'd like to cut down this tree so you can actually see it. Probably some of these too. You might as well. Give me a little cut there. Do these two. Don't do the one in the schoolyard, though, because I don't want you to cut that one. I actually placed that one there. But for the rest of them, you can go ahead. You might as well get the food, too, while you're at it. So we are at 27,000 food, which has been dropping a little bit. But I'm going to keep expanding these farms and stuff. We'll probably slow down the speed if it gets any lower, because I will want to set up some some new farms over here in the practical area. And you can see I've got all these set for the laborers to pick it up. I currently have 61 laborers. So as you can see, we're doing really great. Our ratio is not all that great. It's 40 to almost 200, so we're pretty screwed up on that. But I've been playing at high speed for a very long time, so even if we did have a death spiral, I mean, we've got all these builders who are not actually building anything, by the way. So we'd have like 80. We can spare 50 people dying, and it won't really hurt us too bad. So I'm not going to worry about that a whole hell of a lot right now. I'm just going to keep on making my pretty little village because that's really what I'm enjoying doing more than anything. So I've discovered that you can use edge like this, and it will match the road perfectly. And I really like how that looks. This is not a great way to save stone, but I do have 2 quarries now, so it's not such a big deal. And then I've been putting the little fieldstone gates in. By the way, if you press F, you can cycle through closed or open. I just realized that. Yeah, I know, a little derpy, but leave that one closed, 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 closed. So we'll let them do that, and then we'll come back, look at it again. Even though I have these 2 huge barns, they keep kind of having a tendency to fill up. I want to keep an eye on that. Also, I want to fill in... Oh, I forgot I built this tailor too, but I haven't like customized this blank space yet, so I'm going to do that. By the way, we still are on hide coats, but I have since upgraded... Didn't I build a blacksmith down here? I guess I haven't actually built one down here yet, but my blacksmith over here is upgraded to iron tools, in case you were wondering. And we do want to get building supplies before too long, so we can start thinking about that this episode a little bit, start attending to the practical matters here. What is it anyway? It's not the shipyard. It's not the brickworks. Homewares and housing supplies, yeah. Compiles the resources necessary to build complex structures. So yeah, these 2 things are very easy to build. I would like bricks too. But we need clay pits to get the bricks. But you know, we do have a little river down here, so clay pits might be very appropriate here by this little river. I believe they need to be placed by the river, if I'm not mistaken. Where's yon clay pit? Shore houses for sand. Wild shepherd. I have never seen that before. That's new. Searches all the land looking for animals to domesticate. Takes a long time. Eventually exhausts the local supply. Interesting. And this, by the way, is kind of cool looking. Stable, but I'm not exactly sure how it works, so I'm not going to mess with it right now. And I still have not located a clay pit. You can actually eat the silkworms, just like they do in Korea. It's called bondegi. It's fucking disgusting. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so shore house is for sand and clay. I got it. And it does have to be placed by the shore, which makes sense. But we could actually do that here. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll probably put a little stockpile area there for the clay. Probably not the prettiest way to do it, but it'll at least look legit. I mean, work legit, rather. Could grab a few building supplies. Really, I just prefer to make this stuff myself. It's just more fun that way. The only thing I really want is seeds. Why is this? And I was thinking maybe I would order some sheep once I was sure that I have enough stuff to trade. Iron is pretty valuable. Let's get do we want firewood in there too? We could do that. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna run out of trees. All I've got right now is are 3 forester lodges. And we're using wood for a lot of stuff. We're using it to make lumber. By the way, how much lumber do we have? That's plenty. We've set him to make firewood with a limit of 1,000. The thing about lumber is you can't limit it. Well, you can limit construction material, which includes all kind of things like bricks and God knows what else. So yeah, there's that. See, our food was at 27 when we started this video. It's now gone through a few seasons and gone down to 26. We want to keep an eye on that, and we want more fields and stuff down here. Hopefully this shore house is going to look alright. I wonder what clay counts as. Is that building material? What is that? Raw material? Raw material. So I wish there was a way. It can be very hard to tell what is in a certain category. Okay, so this is raw material. It has a little clay icon next to it, but I don't know what all that entails, and I don't really know how to find out. Huh, yeah. It can be a little hard to tell what's going on. Our health seems to be dropping. I don't know why. We have stored medicine, don't we? No, we don't. Why not? I built a medicine place out here at some point. There's the herbalist producing, but not enough apparently. Okay. So why don't we just, I guess we'll throw down another herbalist over here just for good measure. I think people work better when they're healthy and happy, if I'm not mistaken. It's never really been fully explained to me how these things work, but higher is better, you just have to assume. So where's that going to be? In raw food gathering? No, it's actually going to be under like health services, isn't it? Alright, we'll throw down one there. Slow it down just a little bit because it runs so much better. Alright, here's the shore house. We want you to... You can actually catch turtles too, that's pretty cool. A versatile building, to be sure. So we'll say dig clay. And it says we have 0. What we can do is, you know, to try to control this, we can do stockpile and then say we only want raw materials. Used to store raw naturals like sand, clay, and hardwood. I mean, that's very vague, isn't it? But anyway, we'll do that right there. And then we're going to decorate this up a little bit in a moment. I don't know if I'd buy sheep right now or not. Don't need any booze. It's the last thing these lazy people need. Alright, so we've got that up. We've got the stockpile for the goods right here. Already done. I don't know how we're going to make this look good. It's just kind of a weird looking building, isn't it? The thing that I do when I'm sort of in doubt about how to make something look good, and I find this works pretty well, is I'll come in here and I'll go to bushes and I'll find like jungle cover. No, it's in here actually. Jungle plants or ground cover looks really good because there's a couple different models. Like this looks really cool, I think. And it sort of blends together well. Especially if you throw in like some other things. And then maybe some jungle plants. I just think it sort of adds a lot to it. And then on top of that, I'll do like some trees, although a birch tree is not really appropriate. Palm tree would look kind of cool over here. 2 palm trees. Yeah, so I mean, that's what I've been doing. And then if you want to get really sort of detailed, you can. There's a lot more you can do. Is there clay in here? Yeah, you could put clay clay piles anywhere you want, or you could just do like barrels and boxes. I think kind of just fills in the empty spaces, which gives it a lot more. But you want to make sure it looks natural, so that doesn't really work. But like maybe these barrels right here would look. Let's see. Man, there's a lot of models I didn't realize. Yeah, I think these little sacks look good. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then maybe like a cart or something. Of course, there's not really space for it now, is there? Unless we do it like... Maybe do it like here by the shore. We don't want it levitating, though. Yeah, let's just skip that. I think that looks fine. I mean, it could be better, but palm trees add a nice sort of blending. The thing about this is you know, the El Dorado map makes everything tropical. A lot of the foresters I did not make them tropical. There's not even a forester over here, is there? Why did I not put a forester over here? I think that was a mistake. We're gonna let's go ahead and do it. Why not? I'm just nervous we're gonna run out of trees. So you can do like palm trees. New trees. I don't know exactly what's meant by that. Wow. You can just get exactly what you want, you know. So, do these foresters actually harvest the fruit? All the wild things map. So I don't know if there's one that exactly matches El Dorado. I'll just use palm trees. This is all going to go anyway. So I'll be able to reevaluate. Did my herbalist get done? Not yet? Okay. Food is hanging in there. I mean, it's not... I mean, it's sort of right where it needs to be right now. I mean, it goes up and comes down, and it's always around 30 grand. Which is fine. Hard to believe I'm running out of medicine, though. Maybe I should buy some from a trader. I was going to trade away some eggplants. I don't know why people are so unhealthy. I've got an herbalist and I've got a hospital. The only other thing is the apothecary, which I need building materials for. Of course, it's probably time to build those building material buildings at some point. That's why we're doing clay, right? Because we need clay for bricks. Bricks, I think you need for building material, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll continue to fill this area in with fields and farms. And I've got to finish some of these houses, or some of these fields, walls. It's painstaking work, but I tell you, it's very relaxing. My stress level is like falling to the floor when I do this. It's very therapeutic. So you got to make sure you get the ghost one and then the one that's tight. Why is it not working? Ghosts, this one, tight. There we go. Let's do a gate there. Closed. Keep the gypsies out. And then we'll do the gates here. Oh, so you got to get the tight one. Otherwise, it's in the middle of a tile, which to me doesn't make a whole lot of sense for a wall. Like, I don't even know why they would not make this the main one. Because, you see, there's tiles in Banished. It's something I didn't realize for a long time. But there are tiles. And when you do a regular wall, it wants to fall right in the middle of a tile. But when you do fieldstone edge walls, or edge walls of any kind, then it will fall on the side of the tile. And then you have tight fieldstone walls, which apparently, when you're not using a ghost tile, will allow you to have the edge of the wall inside of a building. It doesn't matter when you're using a ghost decoration, though, because you can put them anywhere, which is what's so great about ghost decorations. Which I didn't realize until this playthrough, a lot of this shit. So it's all new to me, is why I'm kind of repeating it. For those of you who are interested. I mean, it's like the best Lego set ever. Alright, what do we got? Horses. No horse meat for us today. Maybe next time. Ah, yeah, by the way, I still need to make a big square around this town hall. It's just, it keeps getting put off because I'm not in love with this area as much as I am with my little village area. So that's going to all happen in the fullness of time, but it's going to take hours and hours and hours of relaxing banished play. So how about this area? Man, it runs so much smoother on 5 speed. I kind of want to put like a fence around this. I think it would just, I don't know, it looks stupid being all open like that. Like, here's just a patch of dirt where you throw your shit down. Not super appealing. Can't wait till I can do my city walls too. Can I do city ghost walls? I don't think the city walls actually exist in the ghost. So that's going to be a little weird. But I'm going to do these. I'm going to do these eventually. I think wire fences look pretty good around stockpiles. We can do like a gate. Let's see. You can't do much with the normal ones. Not if you're trying to put it close to stuff. You're kind of limited. You gotta use the ghosts. And then we need a corner piece. An edge corner piece. They should just make the ghost edge pieces, like, or the tight pieces, the default, because that's the most useful kind. Nothing else is that useful. We're gonna speed it up so we get those walls built. How's our food? It's actually going down some more. So we're gonna want to probably throw down some more of these fields. Mismatched or no. I'd like to buy some more seeds first, so that we can have a bit more variety. But I don't want to take too long because I don't want us to get down to a dangerous level of food or anything. But we're maintaining, more or less. Let's get rid of these trees so we can see what we're doing in here. Yeah. There's so much to do, man. So much to do. This looks really good, doesn't it? I don't think I'm going to use the mossy road tile. I'm just going to leave the roads because it looks like the roads get less developed as you go out, and I think that's, you know, how it would be. No coats. So, how's our health looking now? Got some more stored medicine. Why are there 3? Do we have 3 herbalists? I guess so. Whatever. Crops are coming in, so we should see a surge in our food. Seems like peas take a little bit longer to harvest or whatever, or to develop, I suppose. Let's get rid of this tree. That's gonna be this. And then we can start to lay some fields down with new seeds. Good. Alright, I'll take broccoli. I don't have broccoli, correct? I do not appear to have broccoli. Nope. Alright, let's buy broccoli. Or how about peppers? Broccoli's cheaper for some reason. I guess no one really fucking likes broccoli. And we can just trade our eggplant. Of course, that's going to reduce the amount of food we have on hand, but whatever. I think we're fine. All right, let's slow down the game a little bit here. I got it paused right now, and let's lay down some new crop fields. So what I was thinking actually would look kind of cool, and I haven't really done it yet, but I think it would look kind of cool. Is well, there's this fence piece that I've been looking at. Fieldstone wall 4-way. Let's do the ghost one, so it doesn't really get in our way. I was thinking you could have like 4 fields. Let's let that build and see how it looks, and then we'll kind of lay the fields down in relation to that, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. So we could have one that starts here. Well, it needs to go into the actual fence, right? Yeah. I don't know exactly how that's going to work out, but we'll give it a shot. This is going to let us make use of the space a little bit better, I think. Okay. And then we can have like a long one. I think that might look pretty cool. Maybe. Let's finish out the fence and see what we think before we like commit to them. Alright, that's gonna be over here. I wish they had like hotkey menus or like frequently used, you know, frequently used keys or whatever. That would be something. So it's gonna be like this here. But see, that's not exactly in the middle. So, okay. So you wouldn't use the edge for this. Aha. That would make more sense, right? Because then it would be, I don't know. It still wants to be on one of these. So you would use the edge. Did I not use the edge? I guess I didn't. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. The edge ones always come through in a clutch. So then you'd use this one here. This one. Yep. And then we'd have some corners. Like that. And like that. Turn it down a little bit so we run better again. So this one comes all the way up to there and all the way up to there. And then we could do another. Every time you do this, you got to go through the whole menu process. Not that I mind, but it's a little tedious for YouTube, but anyway, that's why I'm doing so much in my free time, because I think it looks fucking fantastic over here. Sorry, YouTube. I'm gonna lose all my 60 cents of hard work. But I think it looks really good, you know. We haven't achieved a whole hell of a lot this episode. It's already 30 minutes in. I'm looking at my clock. It's like, what have we really gotten done here? But that's fine, you know. We'll do kale and then maybe some more broccoli there. And we'll get 3 more farmers going. And we need some fences here. This one can be open, I suppose. And then we'll have a fence here. And then we'll finish out the rest. like so. All right, let's let them do that, and we'll come back to it later. But I think the mismatched fields and the different shapes and stuff, I think that looks really good, personally. I don't know. People may disagree, but... So... We've got these empty spaces. We've got one here, one here. This is kind of a weirdly shaped one, but we could do, like... either some kind of production building there, like the, well, you know, let's go ahead and let's do a building. Ooh, that's too big. That's far too big. How does that even look? It doesn't look very good. But I don't know. It might fit in somewhere. Might fit in over here. It's kind of ugly, isn't it? I don't want it, like... messing up my pretty little town, but you know, we've got an industrial area going over here, so we might just pop her down there somewhere. Let me think about that one, because it's just kind of ugly. What about the brickworks? The brickworks looks pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool if we could put it right here, or like right here would look pretty good, but it's not going to work with our geography, unfortunately. So, I put it like out on the edge of town or something. What do you think? Right here? Right here will work. No, right here will work. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. We'll have to see how it looks with these two areas filled in, but we need a brickworks anyway. See how much better it looks with this wire fence around it? Even though I have not really put the wire fence back here. Which doesn't make sense from a practical point of view. Right? I mean, who are you trying to keep out of this thing? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And I'll probably finish these off camera. And yeah, it's been about 30 minutes. So thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry we haven't gotten a whole heck of a lot done, but it's a work in progress. And we are making progress bit by bit. And I'm going to keep on playing. I'm thinking 50 to 100 episodes. So if you're enjoying this, please show me some support. Like and subscribe and do all that kind of good stuff. Because... yeah, I'd like to hear that people are enjoying it and get the motivation to keep on going with all these little details and stuff. Not that I really need it because it's sort of awesome. Anyway, catch you guys next time. Peace.